Hello again, this is Kevin Saxton coming to you from Camp Judson with another one of our 2017 Prayer Initiative weekly devotionals. And as we come to our devotional for today, I want you to take a look at and read on your own Ezekiel chapter 37. And in Ezekiel chapter 37, the prophet Ezekiel speaks on behalf of God to the people of Israel who are in captivity, and they're suffering and they're struggling. And Ezekiel sees this valley of dry bones, and God asks Ezekiel if the bones can live. And Ezekiel says, I don't know, only you know, God. And God tells Ezekiel to prophesy to the bones, and the bones come together, and we know the story, and they connect and they turn into a vast army, but they aren't alive. And then God tells Ezekiel to prophesy to these dry bones, to this army that's risen up, and God's breath comes into them, and they are made alive. And at the end of Ezekiel chapter 37, or I'm sorry, in verses 12 through following, it says this: "Therefore prophesy to them and say," in other words, to the people of Israel, "This is what the sovereign Lord says, O my people. I will open up your graves of exile and cause you to rise again, and then I will bring you back to the land of Israel. When this happens, O my people, you will know that I am the Lord. I will put my spirit in you, and you will live again and return home to your own land. Then you will know that I, the Lord, have spoken, and I have done what I have said. Yes, the Lord has spoken." Sometimes in our lives, we can feel like we're dried up on the inside, or maybe like a part of us has died or is dying, and we're just struggling to find a reason for hope. And as we pray this week, I want to encourage you to pray for the people around you who are in need of hope, who need to experience God's touch anew, needs God's Spirit to fall on them, to breathe on them, and breathe new life into them, just like God does with these dry bones in this valley in Ezekiel chapter 37. Because ours is a God of hope, and that there never is a situation that is too far gone for God to not be able to interact, for God not to be able to do something, for God not to be able to restore and to make whole and make new. And so I want to encourage you this week as you pray, to pray that God would breathe new hope into you in the areas in your life that may feel dry and may feel dead, as well as for God to breathe hope into others who need God's Spirit to fall on them. I want to encourage you to pray that for yourself, for your family, for your church, for your community, and even pray that we here at Judson can be an agent of sharing that hope that is only in Jesus, that only comes from God, with all those that we come in contact with. Thanks again, and we'll see you here again next week.